All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. In motion, left goes Crabtree. Carr now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
We ready?
In motion, left goes Crabtree. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And Cooper's coming off back-to-back 100-yard games. In fact, in Week 6, he had 9 catches in the first half alone.
He is such a terrific route runner and spends a lot of time in the film room finding ways to get open, working against defenses. He was a pro when he got to the NFL, and we saw that in the first half against Kansas City.
And he's only 22. The future is bright. Now Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 55 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Oakland Raiders get set to take over again on offense. And their running game, they had Latavius Murray out again Week 6 with a toe injury. What are you seeing from their backfield?
Well, they're not getting the same type of production. Latavius Murray is one of the most underrated backs in the NFL. So trying to cobble together a good run game with him out has been difficult. So they've leaned on their wide receivers and passing game because you've got Amari Cooper out there, Michael Crabtree, and then Michael Rivera runs some pretty good routes at tight end too.
In motion left, that's Cooper. Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Carr to throw on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. K.J. Wright in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Cooper, the man in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
In motion left, that's Cooper. They do go for it. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Murray, the lone setback. Cooper, the man in motion left. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his second year, Carr in his third. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Well, partner, Jimmy is no longer down. Jimmy Graham is back and in a big way. How about this past week? Another excellent game, and I believe he's averaging over 100 yards per game in his last 3 outings.
He is indeed, and you're right. 6 catches, 89 yards in week 6. He's back. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Spiller taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. In motion left, that's Cooper. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
We ready? Ready. Zebra.
Cooper, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Carr now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. And 4th down coming up.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Now Carr steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. In motion left, that's Cooper. On 1st down, Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Murray the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Crabtree with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Janikowski on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He was trying to get it to C.J. Spiller, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Travis Carey back deep. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Cooper, the man in motion left. Carl try it again on second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third and long, it's Carr being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Shipped together here from the D-line. On second down, Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Wilson to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
For Christine Michael, his 5th year in the league. First 4 years, a total of 497 yards, but now getting a chance in Seattle, 354 through 6 weeks.
I love what he said about the whole thing, about how he had to wake up and realize what he needed to do in his career. And he rededicated himself this year with a second opportunity in Seattle. And, boy, it's paying off not just for him, but for the Seahawks.
And he added 2 scores to go along with 64 yards in their game against the Falcons in Week 6. Dan Williams, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. And the seemingly endless drive continues. and long. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is no good. And this score will... never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already.
19.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain of 35 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Hey, we go Riley. Riley. Zebra. Zebra.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Hey, we go Riley. Riley.
In motion left, that's Cooper. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Tony McDaniel in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 30.